Welcome in, Rhino Nation. Welcome in, Colts fans. Sad times today. Sad freaking times. The Chiefs beat the Colts 23-20 in overtime. The Colts had the game for pretty much the whole game, winning the whole time, leading the whole time, and then they lose in overtime. Crazy, sad times for the Colts, dropping to 8-3. They're 2-3 on the road. 2-3, which is bad news. Bad freaking news. So the Colts really need to get a home game. They got to win the division. They need to play at home. That's where the home is. They need it so bad. I don't think they need it more than any other team. The Chiefs get the win to go to 6-5. They're 5-1 at home. So all the tough games for the Colts this year that they lost on the road to top-notch teams. Now, maybe if they were in Indianapolis, RCA Dome, Lucas Oil Stadium, maybe they get a couple more wins. But we can't play that game. What are you going to do? Jonathan Taylor was stuffed all day. This Chiefs defense is solid, man. It's solid. They're underrated. Jonathan Taylor had 58 yards on the ground. His long was 27. He had about 21 or 25 in the first half. Couldn't get going. It was brutal. They couldn't run the ball. The Chiefs were stuffing them. Daniel Jones played well in the first half. Okay in the third quarter. Crapped out in the fourth. So big problem for Daniel Jones. He had 2 touchdown passes early, but the play calling in the fourth quarter and overtime with Daniel Jones, it was bad. The Chiefs knew what they were doing. They were all over it. Nearly had some pick sixes, and it was scary. So I think that they were outcoached in the second half big time. They made some adjustments and took down Daniel Jones, who was 19 for 31, only 181 yards, because he didn't do anything in the second half. He did not do anything. So we're going to talk about the rough parts of the Colts. I mean, the offensive line was pretty good, but they didn't have the run blocking. Like I said, the Chiefs shut down the Colts' running attack. So the run blocking wasn't there. The pass blocking was nice. But a lot of short stuff. They didn't go deep. Maybe the Chiefs are trying to cut that off. But, Alec Pierce was targeted twice with 1 catch for 26 yards. It didn't even look like he was playing in the first half. So Alec Pierce did nothing. They didn't even try to get it to him. Didn't even force it deep. They didn't try to go down the field, which is crazy to me. But Pierce is a beast, and you got to get him the ball. He's the one that stretches the field, opens the lanes for Jonathan Taylor, and that was not there today for the Colts. It was terrible. And they were ahead the whole game. And it was still like a rough game, because inside the red zone, they don't score touchdowns. They got field goals, and that was the big difference. So it was sort of like one of the early games when they weren't scoring in the red zone and only getting field goals, and there was a couple of close games, like with the Broncos and the Rams. But man, you can't have Pierce 1 catch for 26. You can't have Downs 2 for 10. I mean, Tyler Warren 4 for 45. He's doing all the damage. So the offense has got to get going. They got to switch up their play calling. Like I said, Jones had time to pass, but I guess he was too conservative. Didn't want to throw the ball deep. Welcome in, Gaming Boy, the GOAT, Steven, Giants fan. So the big thing is there's no run blocking. Jonathan Taylor had no holes. They didn't throw the ball deep. A lot of little things that went wrong to let the Chiefs stay in the game and come back to win at the end. There's plenty more to talk about that's bad, but the good thing is the Colts defense. I mean, they let up a ton of yards to Rice. 8 catches, 141 yards. But that's because they're playing from behind and got a lot of yards at the end of the first half and in the fourth quarter. But Rice, that guy's a beast. A beast. 12 targets, 8 catches. But the Colts defense, they didn't let up any touchdowns. They had 1 touchdown by Hunt. So that was it. The Colts did not let the Chiefs get in the end zone. They had a goal line stand for 3 downs that forced overtime with the field goal instead of the Chiefs winning the game. So that is great to see. But the other main glitch, the main problem in today's game against the Chiefs was that Kareem Hunt, with no Pacheco, he was out. No Pacheco, 30 carries, 104 yards and a touchdown. He didn't have much per carry, but they just kept pounding it through the middle with no DeForest Buckner. We need him back. I think he's going to miss one more game. We need DeForest Buckner back because, wow, the Chiefs just kept running it. They couldn't throw the ball downfield. They still got Rice a ton of yards, but so many dinks and dunks and screen passes. I'm not afraid of the Chiefs team because they only scored 23 against the Colts. I'm disappointed with the offensive showing, the play calling, not stretching the ball down the field. So it's the Colts offensive play calling that I'm worried about. That didn't come through. I know DeForest Buckner in the middle will stuff the Chiefs because the Colts are still going to score 30 points a game. It just didn't happen today. I blame Steichen and the play calling. I don't like it. They went conservative at times, a little weird, a little crazy. I mean, Patty Mahomes, Latu with the batted pass interception early that led to a touchdown. That was pretty sweet. Love that. But there was two times when there was a turnover. The Colts went conservative and gave it back to the Chiefs. Then they started the drive doing 49, and they don't get points. They get points on that drive there from the 49 when they go pass, almost intercepted to triple coverage, pass on the out, almost a pick six, and then a short little dink to, I think it was Pittman. That was just so bad, so dumb, the worst play calling I've seen. And they were doing all right for most of that game. But that play calling in the second half was horrendous. Oh, they didn't even come close to hitting their average. But you got to give it the credit to the Chiefs. The Chiefs defense, like I said, sneaky good. They are good. So the Chiefs are up there. I don't know where they rank. They're not Texans and Broncos level. But the Chiefs defense, holding the Colts to 20 is amazing. It's amazing for them. Amazing. But yeah, so Hunt running the ball. I mean, Patty Mahomes, 29 for 46. They sacked him 4 times. We sacked Patty 4 times, and he threw an interception. He didn't throw any touchdowns. Yeah, he threw for 352, but it was all in a comeback effort on a bunch of drives and softer defense. But Ward came back. That's a bright spot. Ward and Sauce, awesome stuff. Awesome sauce, if you will. They just did not get the win. Daniel Jones was not sacked. Offensive line playing better. The pass rush was nice. And he hung in there, threw some nice passes to Pittman. Touchdown. And Ogletree had a sweet touch in the back of the end zone, which is weird. Flipping Ogletree? Really? I'll take it. But the wide receivers did not have good days. It was Tyler Warren, and that was it. Pittman had 5 for 27. 5 for 27. 27? What's with all the short stuff? And I can't even, with the receivers and the play calling, I hated it. Hated it. They should have scored touchdowns. They should have won that game easily. Because they were 14-9. And should have been way more. But it's disgusting. Because so the run blocking Jonathan Taylor were crap. The play calling was awful, too conservative. They couldn't get in the end zone, had to settle for field goals. But the other main issue, this is a problem before for the losses and could be a problem in the playoffs. Yeah, JT never got going, Clifford. Never got going. Here's the main thing, and I'm worried about this one. I don't know if this one's going to get fixed. This may very well be the downfall of the Colts, is what I'm going to say right now. The penalties. On the first drive alone, they had 3 penalties. Holding illegal formation to false start, and they had the punt. And that was in the first drive, and they were putting something together. So they had 11 penalties for 83 yards. Face masks, holdings, illegal contact, extending drives. Like the 11 for 83. This is going to hurt the Colts if they do this in playoffs, or if they do this against the Texans, or they do this against the Seahawks. The Colts might they could lose it to the Jackson Texans if they keep doing this nonsense with the penalties. I mean, they didn't turn the ball over the Colts. Jones did not get sacked. They didn't throw an interception. They didn't lose a fumble. They won the turnover battle 2-0. And they lost that game by field goal. But, I mean, I'm worried with the penalties. And the penalties and the run defense. We got to see what the Colts do against the run with Buckner back. Then we have everybody healthy, and we'll be firing on all cylinders. So that's hopefully next week. I got to go check to see when Buckner's back, if it's against the Texans or the following week. but we need him back. We need him in the middle. Grover Stewart did okay, but we can't let them pound the ball. 30 carries for 103 yards. And the defense, that turnover on Hunt, ripping that ball out, that was amazing. Oh, man, that was awesome. And Latu, loving Latu. Latu, thank you. He's looking good. He gets some pressures, but that batted ball interception was nice. Love Latu. I got one of his autographed rookie cards. Love that kid. That's a great pick. But hopefully puts it all together later this year and gets more sacks, not just pressures, sacks. But these interceptions by Latu is pretty sweet. Love it. But it's hard to walk away with a loss to the Chiefs. Feeling good about it. I'm not happy about it. Pretty annoyed. Disappointed. Should have that win. They were up by 2 scores, but they got to slam it for touchdowns, not field goals. They had to put them away, and they couldn't do it. No points in the fourth quarter. Not going to cut it. 6 in the third. And then not only did the Chiefs score the touchdown, then they got the 2-pointer. They couldn't stop anything. And then the field goal tied it. If they stopped that 3-pointer, they might win the game in regulation. But just a disappointing ending. Rough times for the Colts. They got to bounce back next week at home against the Texans. Take control of the division. They're only 1 game ahead of the Jaguars. They still have the Jaguars twice and the Texans twice. And the Titans and the Seahawks and the Niners. So tough schedule down the stretch. But this is a really good team. Every game they lost by 1 score. And to good teams. So they got to take down the Jaguars, take down the Texans first. And take down the Niners. Hopefully they get a little more beat up tomorrow night. Take down the Seahawks. It's a tough schedule. But it's a long way to the top if you want to win some football. On the road to a playoff game. On the road to winning the division. I believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're going to bounce back. We gave the Chiefs some life. Sorry, Broncos fans. Sorry, Chargers fans. Sorry, AFC. Because the Chiefs are in it. Watch out. They find ways to win. That's what they do. They won their first 1-score game this season. They're 0-5. And they win their first game against the Colts. We don't have any luck. We haven't had any luck since luck. No luck since luck. It's the worst. I'm done. I'm out. Too many penalties. Not coming through in the clutch. Jones doesn't step in the fourth quarter. I blame the weak source play calling. That was a disaster. Chiefs all over him. Andy Reid outcoached Steichen in the second half. That's the way I see it. And with Patty Mahomes the quarterback, he did just enough to win in overtime. The Colts should have kicked off in overtime, played some defense, got the ball back, then drive for a field goal for the win. But they wanted the ball. They couldn't get the Jonathan Taylor going. But don't worry. Colts are still going places. They're going everywhere. Going to the top. Catch you guys later. What up, Larry? Goats. Steven. Check folds. I'm going to go have a snack. I'm going to go wind down. Annoyed with the Colts. We'll be back. Every team has lots and lots of losses. Colts are 8-3. Chiefs are 6-5. The Colts are still in great shape. Mark my words. No new taxes!